We are a cloth diapering family, but there are the occasions where we do use a green disposable diaper. For example, when we go on vacation. But the question is, do they really work? Well, in this video, we're going to review 5 green disposable diapers and show you which one is the best. Our 5 contenders are, in this corner, we've got the Whole Foods 365 brand, we've got Earth's Best, Bambo Nature, Maddie, and 7th Generation. We'll be rating each of these diapers on eco-credentials, fit and comfort, absorbency, and price. Okay, let's start by looking at their eco-credentials. Clear winner for eco-cred is Bambo Nature because they list all their ingredients on the package and they have that Nordic Swan eco label. If I were to have to give a runner-up, I would say Maddie. Now let's take a look at fit and comfort. All of these were in the 7 to 14 pound weight class, give or take a few pounds. And I tried these on Paloma, who's about 12 pounds right now. So this is a 365 diaper, and for me this was love at first sight because it's so lightweight, super skinny. I love that it's simple, plain, and white, and it fit Paloma like a glove. Next up is Earth's Best. This is also a pretty sleek diaper, but it was stiff. The cotton felt stiff, the waistband didn't give much, so Paloma wasn't as comfortable in these. Next up we have the Bambo Nature. Now this is the biggest diaper in the class in terms of length, but it's very thin, as you can see. This one was a little bit bulkier in Paloma, but I loved how soft it was. It literally feels like velvet. The next up is Maddie, and I have to say this visually was my favorite. I love the little hearts. I think it's just kind of nice and pretty gender neutral. But it was kind of itchy, the cotton. I don't know what's going on here. The material just felt itchy to me, and it was also a bulkier diaper. It's probably the fattest out of all of them. And finally, we have 7th Generation. Now, this was probably my least favorite diaper in terms of fit and comfort. It felt terrible putting on Paloma. It's scratchy and itchy, and I didn't like the way it just looked on her. It reminded me of an old paper bag. Now for the fun part. Let's see how absorbent these guys are. So what I'm doing is pouring 4 ounces of colored water into each diaper. Next, I'm going to place a folded paper towel on top of each diaper and then press it down with a book. This simulates the weight of a baby. Wow, that was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. That was a lot of liquid to put on these little diapers. So let's see how they did. Starting with 365. As you can see, we definitely got a leaker here. We got some wetness stains, and along the side, you can't see here, but there's still some liquid that hasn't been absorbed. Next up, we have the Earth's Best, and as you can see, there also is some wetness. It definitely leaked through to the paper towel. It's pretty dry on the diaper itself. There is some wetness that didn't absorb fully on the side there. Next up, we have Bambo Nature. This thing is dry as a bone. Look at that. Just the very slightest feeling of damp, but no wetness whatsoever. And this thing is dry. It is weird. It's like a sponge. Wow. Next we have Maddie. This is also pretty dry, just the very slightest feeling of dampness going on. Let's look at the diaper. Oh, there's some leakage going on here. So they didn't quite absorb all of it. And then finally, we've got the 7th Generation. As you can see, this is the worst for absorbency. Lots of wetness there. It's dripping. Really didn't do that great of a job. Well, as you can see in terms of absorbency, which let's face it, mamas, is the most important thing about a diaper, 7th Generation was definitely the worst, followed by 365. I would say Maddie and Earth's Best are tied. Maybe Maddie performed a little bit worse. And then finally, the clear winner is Bambo Nature. This thing is bone dry. Now let's look at price. Well, no surprise here. The cheapest diaper also had the worst absorbency in eco-cred, whereas the most expensive had the best. Well, I think the clear winner is Bambo Nature. They rocked it on the absorbency test. They've got great eco-cred. They're cute. They are a little bit bigger though, and they are more expensive. In terms of second place, I was really disappointed by Maddie. I really wanted them to be up there, but their absorbency wasn't that great, and they're itchy. So I would have to give it to Earth's Best. You know, their absorbency is pretty good. The price point's good. The fit is pretty good, but they are stiff and not as comfortable. And then we've got bringing up the rear, these two. I wouldn't even waste your money, frankly. Mama's not good. So there you have it. Looks like in the world of green diapers, you get what you pay for. How about you out there? What's your favorite green disposable diapers? Share with me in the comments below. And thanks as always for tuning in.